Good morning, everyone. It's Lindsey Huddleston with SPS back in the building with another SPS Monday Motivation. That's right, 7 a.m. will be the new time for the SPS Monday Motivation indefinitely going into the new year. Sorry, I had a little technical difficulty. Was trying to get you guys some more information about some things that are coming up, but no concerns. We'll get going with that. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I had a great weekend. I finished yesterday as my Sunday fun day. Got to play in the Champions Classic. Also got to catch up with Coach Robin Fralick, women's basketball coach from Michigan State. She always has some positive things to share. Spent time with a few players too, and of course Saturday's football game, Michigan State versus Penn State, and unfortunate 0-7 in the conference. That's pretty tough. So what is today's Monday Motivation? It was inspired by Eddie. You know, that's throwing back to the Raw days. Eddie Murphy in his documentary, Being Eddie, which is awesome. You can only imagine how good it can be being Eddie Murphy and the storied career that he has and continues to have. And man, just as a side note, Eddie's house. I'm so ease into it though. If you haven't seen the documentary, to know his home, and I think the backstory behind his home, he said he got tired of renting homes when he would come to LA for movies. So he built this palace. That's him looking out over the roof. Okay, here's the home. I'll give you a shot of the home real quick. Wow. I mean, just give it some time. Check it out. But there's one, I'm sure there are other things as well, but one thing that's so noted, it even starts off with the documentary. House ain't got no roof, right? You see that there's a retractable roof he has in there. And there's a line in the documentary. He'd be like, yeah, man, it's getting cold here. We need to close this roof. Eddie's doing this thing. But why I'm bringing it up right now, let's see what we got this morning. Got a little delay with the system right now, so bear in mind, excuse me if I'm delayed in picking up on your comments. So now, I saw Michelle Mimi Walkers. I should not be surprised. Good morning. Thank you for switching your schedule and time to 7 a.m. Yeah, with some little delays, with some technical difficulties. But Michelle, today's Monday Motivation is, are you a rowboat or a sailboat? What? What are you talking about? And of course, this is inspired by Eddie Murphy's powerful documentary and the comment that he made. And here it is. Life puts us in seasons where we either row or sail. Now, I'll give you a quick cliff note on this. One is not necessarily better than the other. I think that's important to understand. I think the safe assumption would be, even though we shouldn't assume, is that we all want to be sailing and not rowing. But we'll talk about that in detail. Now, you're either building discipline, both require effort, both move us forward. That's important to note. But each demands a different mindset. We're talking about the difference between, I should have some rowboats on deck. Let me see. Your rowboat here. A little delay. There we go. Had a little rowboat action. You see what it takes, the effort, the physical effort. But when you're sailing, that's a little different. The wind catches you, but it is a different mindset. And again, I don't want us to get caught up with one is better than the other. It's about the awareness. We'll talk about that. When it's your rowing season, right? Rowing represents the grind, the moments when what take place? You push through resistance, right? That's when you rely. A lot of little things going on. You rely on grit, strength, and structure, right? What's your structure? What's your process? What's your plan, right? Also, this is the season of deliberate effort, doing A, B, C, and D, right? What's the psychology behind rowing? You know, SPS, so I was bringing back a lot behind acting real funky today. In psychology, rowing aligns with the concept of effortful control, the ability to stay focused, like I am with this presentation, despite having maybe some spotty internet, right? To stay self-regulated, to control my emotions, and goal-orientated even when it's hard. You know, hey, nobody says reaching a goal is easy. This is when mental toughness is built. Now let's move on to the sailing season, right? The sailing season. Sailing symbolizes a time when the wind supports your direction, right? Momentum is on your side. So momentum, baby, as Dick Vitale would say, right? Also, you move with more ease, clarity, and alignment. You have a little better understanding of what's going on. And I have to be honest, it was somewhat tough for me when I was comparing these two because sometimes we're in our rowing season so long, or I'll even say survival mode so long that it's hard to recognize the difference or even appreciate the difference. That's just me. I don't know how you all may feel about that. Also, knowing which season you're in and honoring it without guilt, without comparison. Like I said, we're not going to look at one better than the other. It's all about the situational awareness and knowing which season that you're in and not being guilty about one or the other, not having doubt and not having this comparison, right? This is the season you're in. That comparison is really important because sometimes we miss out on our opportunities and our blessings because we're comparing ourselves to another season. I do that myself. I'm comparing myself. Oh, I remember I had this going on. But in many cases, we never compare that, even though you may look back to a season when things were a certain way. There's still probably always was challenging. We just what we thought. I don't know if you were able to hear me. I saw a little movement with the internet, but the psychology behind sailing, right? This is not coasting; it's flowing. Also, with sailing, the energy comes towards you. You use your momentum. You know, sometimes I'm getting phone calls about opportunities now because I work and forward. During my rowing season, led to opportunities where I can sail. When I was rowing and being deliberate and on the grind, if you will, it led to opportunities for me to sail, for to get the momentum, to get the phone calls for opportunities. Right? Sailing mirrors the psychology state of mind, excuse me, the psychological state of mind a flow described by, and check this out. May seem like a really tough name, but I did my research, right? And I can tell. Miha checks Miha. Checks him. It's not what it's, he's a and he talked about when your challenge meets skill and you have a natural rhythm and presence, you're not forcing, you're guiding. It's important for us to recognize sometimes we're sailing more than we know it, right? Also, neither is better. I keep emphasizing this part too. This isn't about being hard or being easy. It's not rowing hard and sailing being easy. It's that awareness, right? The real difference in rowing, energy goes outward. You create the momentum. What have you done to create opportunity for yourself? Sometimes it's a matter of, hey, I got to do this to get something to happen. But then you get to that point when something happened and you get the calls, you get the opportunities, you feel, you see the result of your work. I got a cousin in the building. He said, your bandwidth is going up and down. Yeah, brother, I'm sorry. I don't know how to control this. I'm not sure what it is. I don't even know what the deal is. I'm sorry if that's giving you guys interruptions. I'm not sure what I can do. I think I have a solid action right. And I can just check pretty standard thing, but everything seems a little delayed, and I apologize to you guys. Yeah, and I'm on my normal internet, so we just got to push through it. Yeah. Oh, I got to reset my pay. That's something I'll be able to do. I'm sorry if this is causing a problem for you guys. Thank you, Michelle, for that. I'm going to get through this. Also, too, and I know that may be like a glitch that can make it hard to want to. But with that being said, I'm going from rolling to sailing, right? So here's the thing, guys. Uh, whether you or sail, you're still moving forward, and that's the crux of what we're talking about. Keep your focus, trust your energy, and remember, every rowing season prepares you for the moments when you finally catch those winds and set sail. So putting that with grinding, you will get to the point where you'll sail. And I guess it's important to know that, realizing that it's not going to always be the same thing. I was listening to some Afro funk music from like the 1970s. It was kind of part of this YouTube channel, and it says It pretty much said your circumstances don't remain the same. I think that's important for us to understand and realize that our circumstances do not remain the same, or a sailing season, a router goes in and out. So what I'm going to do, guys, I hope this message comes through clear. Whether you're rowing or you're sailing, remember, you're still moving forward. I appreciate you guys. Michelle, I will take your advice. I will reset my router, and hopefully next week we'll go without issue. But again, thanks. Hope you're positive. Guys, go ahead with your day. Thanks for supporting the platform. See you next time.